Hey, I'm Scott.
Oh, hey, I'm Jackson.
Nice. Yeah, I'm Brittany's husband.
Cool. I'm Michaela's husband.
So,
This last week, I wasn't here for it, so it's a told to me story. My daughters are both potty trained, which is cool because
that's sick, dude.
yeah, the getting there sucks. Like getting to that point is rough. But it was not hot last week, and by not hot I mean it was chilling in the low 90s. And during the late afternoon, our backyard gets fully shaded by just other things, and my wife and kids wanted to go play in the backyard. My wife's like, yeah, go for it. Go play, whatever. And she was helping my oldest, Sophia, kind of get ready to go out there. And Ellie, she's a feral animal. She truly is. I love her dearly, but she is completely feral.
Feral human.
She went outside first, started jumping on the tramp, and then Michaela and Sophia started heading out, and Ellie started running inside, holding her butt, going, I don't want my poop to come out. And she ran all the way inside. And Sophia, I guess, thought it was the funniest thing ever and said it for like the next 2 hours, would just go, I don't want my poop to come out. And then would laugh and stuff. So yeah, that's my story. I said poop on our podcast. That's
Well, it won't be the last time. Just get ready for all the poop stories. Are you ready for my story?
Yeah, absolutely.
You ready?
Yeah. Wow, you cut your hair off.
That's my story.
Can I ask why?
Just felt like something different, you know.
You know, I know another human that did that
Thinking
recently.
of doing it, and I held back for a while, and then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna grow it out, you know, because I had it really long at one point,
Sexy.
and I was just gonna grow it out to like be kind of scruffy, like around here.
Super
And I was
sexy.
gonna wait for Britt to say something. I was waiting for her to be like, "Are you growing out your hair? Like, because you haven't cut it in a really long time, or something like that." Wanted her to ask.
Yeah.
She never did.
Wow.
That's okay.
Wow.
It was just kind of an experiment, just with myself.
And
But
apparently
then,
also
but
Brittany.
then I was like, I actually just want to cut it all off. So maybe I'll do the buzz cut like I was thinking about. And so I went into the bathroom while Britt was doing other things.
In the bathroom too?
No,
Oh, cool. Cool.
she was elsewhere.
Oh.
So I was in secret. And,
Is it secret?
and
Is it safe?
I just went for it, and I was really scared. I was like really nervous to
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. But then I was like, I just have to commit, so I just went straight down the middle.
Wow.
And I was like, dude,
you're
no,
a
can't
brave
go back.
man. You could have stopped and just worn a hat.
Yeah,
Forever.
and just had that.
It's a reverse mohawk. It was popular
Yeah,
at some
no,
point, probably,
no.
maybe.
I can't do that to myself.
It's fair.
So anyway, that's my big life update.
Well, welcome to your friends' husbands. Our wives know each other. If you haven't listened so far, according to Brittany, our last episode was hilarious, so start there.
So go back and watch.
Basically,
listen to it, I mean.
we're two friends that became friends because of our wives, and we decided instead of doing the normal thing and actually just hanging out and getting to know each other, we wanted to make a podcast in hopes to, I don't know, inspire other people to just be friends with people. I don't know. I don't know why we did it. I think it was just for fun.
We did it for fun.
So can I tell you a quick story
Yeah.
about your cutting hair? No, you finished the thing you were going to say. You said
It
we
wasn't.
also-
I don't know where it was going, but I think we just wanted to do it for fun. But we also just wanted all of our other friends and family to listen to us talk about nonsense.
This is true.
So-
None of my family listens, though. So, not even my wife.
Well, millions of other people do, so it's okay.
Bajillions.
Lots.
So, along the lines of you shaving your head, or buzzing it. So, I actually met this guy. His name's Carrie. I don't know his last name, so we don't have to bleep anything out. But I found out he's the main writer for a movie that is coming out or just came out called Amber Alert.
Dude, I met that guy.
Yeah, you met Carrie?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know him like
You know
really
him?
well now. Yeah, he's actually one of my boss Eric. He's one of Eric's like good friends. And so I met him, and he's like, "Yeah, you should come to the premiere,
Yeah.
sign up." And I tried to, and it was all booked out and everything.
Oh.
But he just buzz cutted his hair. He just went
Wow.
and did the same thing.
That's crazy.
In fact, him, Eric's brother Kyle, and this other guy they know, they're all training for a triathlon they're going to do in Hawaii next year. And so if you ever see him again,
Crazy.
yeah. Where did you see him? Did you see him at work?
Yeah, I met him at work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a really cool dude.
Yeah, he's a
rad
really
guy.
nice guy. Yeah, so I'm definitely planning on going to see that movie. 'Cause it looks really good.
I mega want to see that movie. We should go together.
We should.
We
A
should live stream the
date.
whole thing.
I think
No
that's-
video. No video.
I think that's against. Oh, okay.
No video. I think we're fine.
It's just our reactions.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, Amber Alerts.
We'll just live stream our faces.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Anyway, well, yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
that's my
That's
story.
so funny. We both.
I know
just
that's
that.
wild that you also know him. I love this.
That's so.
Man.
That's so. It's funny because like when you said Carrie and then you went on to explain that he like is part of a movie. I was like, I know exactly what you're about to say.
That's what I'm going to tell you, listeners at home.
It's a small world after all.
This is why you try to make friends with people, because who knows? Maybe the person next to you right now is a writer for Hollywood movies,
Yeah.
or they really like your Ninja Creamy stuff. So there's that one too. So yeah, all right. Last week on Your Friend's Husbands,
Last week on Your Friend's Husband.
we did Two Truths and a Lie, and this time, guess what Scott did? Scott, do you want to tell them what you did this time? It's a major.
It's not a big deal.
Move forward for you.
Not a big deal. I did prepare my two truths and a lie in advance
Before I got here.
before Jackson arrived.
So because of that, he's going to go first. And I'm very excited to hear these well thought out previous ones.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I enjoy cooking. My favorite flavor of anything is vanilla. I've been to New York twice.
I think the lie is vanilla.
That I like anything.
That your
vanilla.
favorite flavor of anything is vanilla. I think that's the lie.
Why do you think that?
Context clues
Okay.
of the first one being, what did you say the first one was?
I enjoy cooking.
I dismissed it immediately because you talked about how one night, instead of just ordering food or going and getting food, you went to Walmart to make yourself some mac
Dang
and
it.
cheese and chicken.
I
Like, no one does
I
that.
thought about that.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
It's cool.
You're right.
I am?
The lie is that I enjoy everything vanilla. I enjoy everything chocolate.
Can I tell you another reason why I knew that one?
Yeah.
Last week also, you straight up were like, have you guys ever had the peaches and cream poppy? It's delicious. And I'm like, that's very far from vanilla, because there's like vanilla Coke
Yeah.
and vanilla Pepsi.
Yeah, I know.
No, that was good though.
know.
Like, you're good. You just, context clues in the last few weeks. I was doing this every week.
You know what? I even prepared Brit to not give away that because earlier today I was like, I want to go get stuff to make a homemade chicken pot pie, and so
You're a wild
so I
human. It's
did.
not hot enough. I mean, cold enough
Oh,
for a
it was
chicken
so
pot pie. Yeah.
good though.
Was
it
it?
was so good, and so but then I was
Man,
like, hey,
so
if Jackson
hungry right
comes
now.
over, like when Jackson comes over, like you can't refer to what we had earlier, like a homemade chicken pot pie, or else then
Do you make it for lunch?
it'll give away my true truth.
I
and lie.
love that you decided, hey, it's my day off. I'm going to make a chicken pot
Dude,
pie
it
for
was
lunch.
so good.
I love that you love cooking. Do you know what I love cooking?
What do you love?
Mexican food. I love making tacos, burritos, quesadillas. I love that. Other cooking
I
I'll
agree.
do, but Mexican food is my favorite. Carne asada, get some delicious pollo asada, do some carnitas.
Oh, ooh.
Michaela and I make this machaca beef that is just to die for. Crockpot machaca beef. I'll send you the recipe. Super easy and absolutely delicious. This is my
We're gonna-
favorite podcast
We're gonna
episode so
have,
far.
we're gonna have a whole podcast episode dedicated to our
Oh.
favorite recipes.
Or we'd have a whole podcast episode of us cooking. That would be fun. All right, here's my two truths and a lie. You
We
ready?
sound more and more like we're married to each other every week.
I'm not against it. I
Go ahead.
lost my notes. Well, guys,
Oh,
guess.
no.
Fun fact back home
Oh,
for you
no.
listening. In my notes, I have 69 notes. Nice.
I think I have 70.
That's cool. 69 is a cooler number than 70 because of reasons.
All right. Screw.
All right, you ready?
71 actually.
Wow, we're
'Kay.
we're that close to the same amount of
Yeah.
notes. Oh, good
Go ahead.
golly. All right. Whoa. Where is my stuff?
I'm finna mind read
Uh-oh. Never mind, I found it. We're good.
your
All right.
information.
Two truths and a lie. I once asked what part of the pig the ribs came from while eating with my family. I was 14. I saw Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban in theaters 3.5 times. I have eaten 23 hot dogs at a work camp out. Hot dog eating contest.
23.
In a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Do you know Do you know how much Joey Chestnut eats? 72.
Yeah.
Do you know who Joey Chestnut is?
Yes, I do.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Thank you for being cultured.
Do you
I
know
said
who,
that name
Do you know
once.
who Beard Meats Food is?
No.
You need to. Okay.
Okay.
I'll show you.
Yeah, send me some stuff.
Yeah, Beard
Cool.
Meats Food is awesome. If you guys haven't seen Beard Meats Food, his name's Adam, but the name of his channel is because he has a really
Shout
big
out,
beard.
Adam.
And then Meats is Meats. You know.
Oh, that's smart.
Clever. You know, he's a Brit. Anyway, so back to your 2 truths and a lie.
He's a Brit.
I think your lie is that. I think it's the hot dogs. I don't think you could put away that many hot dogs.
You are correct. I have not eaten. Fun fact about Jackson: the one thing he hates eating, hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
I hate hot dogs. I think they are gross, disgusting pieces of tube meat.
Yeah.
They're just next level filthy. I hate hot dogs.
Have you ever seen the video of the? Well, there's probably multiple people who have done this on video, but like, there's this one guy that like will take a whole hot dog and he'll just go.
Yeah,
and
no,
it'll
it
just
makes.
go-
I
it just-
skip it immediately. Skip straight to jail. Straight to jail.
It is the funniest thing.
Oh, I hate it. Have you seen the dude that does it too many times and then throws
then
up
it
like
throws-
4 and it's like
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. He's like a machine gun. Good golly. No, I hate hot
Those
dogs.
crack me up.
But yeah, I
Crack
did
me up.
actually ask at a Dave's is it Dave's barbecue? Is that the one that's
Yeah.
Dave, that's the chain, right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
bless you.
You're the worst. Call back. the At Dave's barbecue, we were all eating, and I legitimately looked at my family. I was eating ribs. I'm like, what part of the animal did the pig to the ribs come from? I was 14 years old, and I did not put 2 and 2 together. It was pretty bad. And the other one, I did see Harry Potter 3.5 times. It came out in the summer.
You were like throw up or something halfway through.
No, me and my dad both fell asleep and decided to leave. We went to the lake that morning for like a scout thing, and we went to the lake and ended up just falling asleep. I'm like, we've seen this already so many times. Let's just go. But
Yeah.
I loved going to the movies with my dad. Shout out Papa Huff.
Shout out to Darren.
Yeah. Whoa. How do you know my dad's name?
I think we
Weird.
talked about it before.
That's fair. I
we
love
talked
him.
about it.
Do you want to see the greatest picture of all time?
Yes.
It's him right now. So going along the
Wait,
lines.
I think I saw it. Did you post it?
No. I don't believe I did.
Never mind.
Did I? I don't think so.
I don't.
Anyway.
Show me.
So going along the lines of growing your hair out until someone notices or says stop, my
Yeah.
dad decided
To do
during his late 50s, early 60s midlife crisis of Harley riding with my mom that he was going to grow his hair out, and he said he's only going to cut it when my mom said to cut it. But my mom, knowing that growing up, my grandma always told my dad he had to cut his hair because he looked terrible. My mom will never do it. She's like, I'm not going to tell you to cut your hair. Do whatever you want. And his hair right now is absolutely fantastic.
It looks great.
Yeah, his
That's
hair
kind
looks.
of that's kind of what I was gonna go for.
That's my dad, and I love him.
I can also just put the picture
Yeah,
in the video.
But
send
that,
it to me.
yeah, I'll have
Just
to
send
remember
it.
to do that though.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you. Anyway, that's my story.
Yeah, he
So-
looks great. He looks fresh.
Scott,
He could be on like an Old Spice commercial or something.
right?
Yeah.
Like old man spice.
Silver Fox.
Yeah.
Old Spice edition.
So listen, Scott.
Yeah.
Last week, there was a couple things that we have to circle back to.
Yep.
2 of them being the core memories.
Core memories.
Core mems. Basically, core memories from ages 0 to 10, then 11 to 17. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting here ready to just absorb your information.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm so excited for this.
So the 0 to 10, I had a hard time with this one a little bit because that was just so long ago. But I think what I've narrowed it down to is when I was in 2nd grade. What is so funny?
It was so long ago. You're in your 20s. It wasn't even like that long ago.
Oh, so long ago.
Back in the
It reminds me
1940s.
of Inception when the old man at the beginning of the movie he was like talking about how like it was years ago.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Watch Inception if you haven't. So
Spoilers.
when I
It's
was
awesome.
in big spoiler, 2nd grade, I got a dog. Me and my family got a dog because like I was like really really young when my when the dogs like before I was born like passed away super little, and so in 2nd grade like it was kind of that point in time where I could remember getting a new animal.
Absolutely.
And so we got him. He was like a rescued dog and was like with a foster family, and so we ended up adopting him. And we didn't really like completely know what he was, which happens with a lot of rescue dogs. But Schnauzer and like a touch bit of poodle and like maybe like something else. Like he just like
Was he a good boy?
bit of a mutt, but he was a good boy.
Good boy.
And so I got to name him apparently.
What?
That's an honor. So I named him Skittles.
That's a great name though.
It was a great time. Loved him. He cuddled with. I forced him to cuddle with me every night. I basically like put him in a headlock to like spoon him.
Stay here, Skittles, or I'll eat you.
Yeah, you stay with me while I sleep. And then eventually, either my mom or dad would come into the room when they would assume that I was sleeping, and then open the door, and he would just bolt out of there.
Get me away from the evil child.
He would spend the night elsewhere. But he was just my best little buddy until sophomore year, and he got pretty sick, had some cancer issues.
Yeah, it's really sad.
He needed to go.
Is that your core memory from your 11 to 17 as your sophomore year?
Putting my dog down is my no, I'm just kidding.
Okay, cool. That makes me sad.
That's not. But all good memories with Skittles.
Love that.
So let's see, and so I would have to say, as far as like 11 to 17, I had a friend, all growing up from actually like around second grade, I guess it was second grade, like just
he was around Skittles
afterwards, and his name was Nick. Sorry, he's still alive.
They changed it. He goes by Nicholas now.
But he's my best friend. He'll always be my best friend. He's awesome.
Heartfelt.
And,
so I'm a little hurt.
Shout out to you, Nick, if you're listening. But my childhood best friend. Okay.
Oh, I got you. I have one of those too.
So he and I we would get up to some mischief, but mostly like when we would hang out like around like kind of getting into our teenage years. For a while, we would go to the church parking lot that was just down the street
place to hang out.
From both of our houses. So close, and we'd ride our bikes, we'd ride scooters, but then we would also you know those little like areas that are like sectioned off where there's like an AC unit and like
they're surrounded by bricks and
satellite
stuff. Yeah.
Other things, and so we would just make our way in there, and that was our club. And so
that was our club.
And we would like
cool kids club.
We would like make it a spy club, and so we would initiate like friends of ours, and we would like actually create exams for them to be initiated. And so we'd create exams and print them off, and people would have to like test their way into our spy club.
That is amazing.
But there were like 3 different clubs. There was like small club, there was brick club, and then there was big club. And so we would like hang out.
The big club is just the whole building.
Big club was like just a really big area with a bunch of units. And
that's amazing.
But it was so funny. But we would just go there all the time. And if the church building was open and there were people like playing basketball inside or doing any type of event, we were just the annoying kids that would just kind of go on in and find what we could see.
Turn into a club.
What we could, what mischief we could get.
I love that.
But it was the funniest thing. Anyway, that's
those are good core memes, my man.
Yeah.
Those are great. I too have a long childhood friend, although I didn't meet him until 9th grade. His name's Maxwell. If you're listening, I'm pretty sure you're not, but I love you. It's funny. Michaela actually sent me this post today of 2 pictures side by side of this guy's wedding, and he's sitting there while his wife is like speaking, and he looks like mega bored. And then it shows his best man speaking, and he's like looking at him like and we have a picture very similar to that from our wedding of me like looking at Max laughing while he's talking. And so no, dude. Long time childhood friends like that are rad. Andrew is another one of mine. I've known him since we were like 3.
Yeah.
We didn't hang out a ton until high school, until like we could drive because he went to Red Mountain and I went to Mountain View, which for those of you that don't know what that is, they're like 5 or 6 miles from each other, and so you can drive. That's a long way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved your core memes.
Thanks.
Thank you. Did you prepare anything else for today?
I prepared a couple thoughts.
Ooh, thoughts on what?
Well, I mean, one main thought. Circling back to our conspiracy corner.
Yes! Let me get my notes out, bro.
I don't know if y'all listened or if you remember me talking about the conspiracy theory that I think can hold some water and has
3 legs to
two,
stand on.
possibly three legs to stand on, maybe four, is that I think that there is some possible truth to Hitler and some Nazis escaping after World War II to Argentina to live out a lot of the rest of their lives and possibly create some influence in that area as well. And I started watching the show that you told me to watch.
My cake. Disclaimer: if you're gonna watch it, it's TVMA. It's very
Make sure you are
not okay for kids or safe for work. And
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, the last time I watched, I didn't finish it, but I watched a good chunk of the first season. And I don't know what happened. Probably just got busy and didn't have time to watch it. But I don't remember in the first episode there's something. And Scott texts me at like 8 o'clock at night. He's like, "Hey, dude, thanks for the warning." And I'm like, "What do you have?" And I had to rewatch it. Like, oh man,
Yeah.
that's bad.
check it out. It's a good show. It's called Hunters on Prime. It's kind of about this scenario.
Yeah.
But I think it's it portrays more of like the idea that there could have possibly been a kind of Fourth Reich started in the United States
North
in like
America.
New York area. So I'm still getting into it, so I don't have all the details, but that's kind of the synopsis. But I watched a little bit on YouTube about like some thoughts that are put out there by the History Channel. Like there are like many episodes put out there, so I didn't have a lot of
Yeah.
time, but I did kind of watch a few things. And apparently there was like this one guy that I found interesting where he worked for like a construction company that was involved in making secret passages and tunnels
Rat
and stuff
lines.
like that.
That's actually said differently in German.
Probably.
But it roughly translates to rat lines. But yes, go on.
Oh, tunnels. Okay.
Yeah, like tunnels,
Yeah.
passages, things like that.
Yeah. So the dude I think he was in Argentina though, like where he worked on it, and he was building like secret tunnels that were over there
Mm-hmm.
in their like architecture for when they like came over to Argentina.
Yeah.
And he was saying how like he saw Hitler and he didn't have his mustache and he was kind of just trying to like keep it low key.
Oh yeah. Take away the mustache,
profile.
Hitler's just another dude.
But then I also found it interesting that like there was kind of two sides to it. Like they were actually like on the History Channel when they like portray it, they portray very well like two sides where it's like one side is they kind of say like, well, Hitler would not have wanted to be low profile. Like he was very much a person that it's all about me, and he wanted people to know it was him, and he wanted to be in control, and also when they mention like his death, because the official story is that he committed suicide. When they mention that, they talk about how like he would want to go out on his own terms and control his own
I
like
get
destiny,
that.
I guess you could say. And so part of that story actually does make sense because even though he's very egotistical and wants to like rule everything, if he didn't have any control over what was going on anymore, he would want to have control
Yeah,
over
he'd
what
want to go
happens
into
to
that
him.
bunker and take that cyanide or whatever he did.
Yeah.
And then end it. Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. And I was like, well, okay, that does make sense. But then when they talk about all the other things, I'm like, well, that makes sense too.
Let me counterpoint.
So
for
yeah,
you.
what thoughts do you have?
So I actually did read a little bit about the dude that was helping build the tunnels in Argentina. It was actually based off of, I'll give you the name of the dude. His name was Luigi Maglione. Basically, he was a cardinal under Pope Pius the 12th, I think, and because Catholicism at the time was pretty anti other religions. They actually were known to be Nazi empathizers. Is that the right word? I think so.
I guess, yeah.
And their common enemy was the Jewish religion. And so this guy was contracted by the Pope to build these rat lines, which are basically easily escapable tunnels for Catholic immigrants to escape Europe to go to Argentina, Portugal, and a good chunk of South America. So that is actual fact. It's documented. It's something that's actually happened. But the fun part is the the other facts that line up with this.
Yeah.
So, one, Adolf Hitler was known to at some points have 7 to 10 body doubles and doppelgangers, so that people just might not know exactly his location because they could be getting reports of him being one place or another place or another place.
Yeah.
There was a DNA test that was taken that they don't say that it was falsified, but they were, quote, very
Suspicious.
very sure that the body of Hitler that killed himself was Hitler. But the study went, so it shows back they did like an ancient DNA test to check, right? And one of the doctors or one of the people that did it was like, yeah, this shows it's the same DNA. And there's like 3 other ones that are like, we did not get the same results as this guy. And so moving forward, knowing that there's a lot of these body doubles and stuff, it would make a ton of sense using these route lines to go from Germany to other places. And I actually wrote down kind of like how they got from place to place. And so like there's 2 major big ones. One of them left Germany into Spain and then from Spain to Argentina. Mm-hmm. That is where a lot of the higher up Nazi leaders went. Yeah. Like Adolf Eichmann. I don't know if you know who that is. That's okay if you don't. I did weird research.
Heard the name.
Yeah, he was considered the worst Nazi. It's basically what they say. He, I'll read it. The world's most wanted Nazi, Eichmann was the architect of Hitler's final solution to exterminate the Jews from Europe. The notorious SS lieutenant colonel masterminded the Nazis' network of death camps that resulted in the murder of approximately 6 million Jews. Eichmann orchestrated the identification, assembly, and transportation of European Jews to Auschwitz, Treblinka, and other death camps in German-occupied Poland. He also had a major hand in creating gas chambers. This dude sucked on so many levels.
Yeah.
And he escaped to Argentina. Cool thing about him in the 1960s, a really secret, off-the-books Polish strike force found him.
Oh, good.
Brought him to justice, and he died in 1962. They killed him.
Good.
As well as 6 other major Nazi players, all in Argentina, found by these people, brought to justice and killed. However, the other rat line that was actually discovered later went from Germany to Rome, then Genoa, and then to the South Americas. So here's my thought process on this.
Yeah.
There has been rumored for years since World War II that there is somewhere in Portugal a large, huge, gigantic amount of Nazi gold. I think that Hitler, I don't think he's still alive. I think he got too old. I think he's gone.
No.
But I think he realized his main problem with the power he was trying to find and trying to control was he was a outspoken leader. And he took all this gold, ran away to Portugal, recognized that all the other players went to Argentina. He's like, nah, I'm not that dumb anymore, and started pulling strings from like behind the scenes, did what he wanted, and ended up dying of old age, probably mega rich in Portugal somewhere, people not knowing who he is. Maybe even had surgery to make himself look a little different. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I don't think, this is conspiracy time, I don't think Hitler died. I don't think he killed himself. I totally understand the side of like he wanted to be in control and stuff, but that dude was a maniacal, this is bad, but he's a genius. He was so smart in how he did things the way he did them, and I don't think he would be willing to just stop just because this one time it didn't work out. I think he'd want to try more and continue forward, and that's probably why he had a lot of doppelgangers, all these different things. But yeah, that's what I read today, and it kind of made me really bummed, like partially that one. At one point, the Catholic Church was like Nazi sympathizers and helped them escape. That kind of bummed me out a little bit that this church couldn't. If what you're doing sucks.
Possibly it could be true. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other part is like, maybe it was true. Maybe these Germans like made a ton of people's lives just actual hell because That's all they really knew how to do. And they go into these poorer countries with really old, rich history and kind of just took them. So, yeah, that's... I like Conspiracy Corner. This is cool.
Conspiracy Corner is fun.
Conspiracy Corner is fun.
Yeah, they decide that when they were talking about the kind of the end there, where they're losing a bit of control, and Hitler was like in his bunker, and he was trying to give orders from there, but they weren't really landing. Was kind of like I kind of understood their side, and with their portrayal of like actor portrayal like in their little episode. It just kind of showed how he was getting weaker. He wasn't getting outside, and he wasn't. And the only news he was getting was bad news about how everything was going. And when he felt like he was losing control, he just kind of felt like that was the end, and was like, "All right, well, if this is how it's gonna go, then I'll go out on my terms."
It makes sense.
And I guess like part of the official story is that him and his wife, I guess too, were burned. Like everything, like I guess like the bunker was like burned and everything, and they found remnants of what could have been their bodies, and then also found like dental work done on Hitler, and were trying to investigate like if like they took some of that like bridge or whatever he had done like in his mouth like to a doctor that worked on him, that they could get some confirmation, and they did. And the dentist that like would have worked on him was like, yeah, I made this bridge for him.
Oh,
and
okay, that's
like
information I didn't get. That's
and
cool.
so yeah, they do. Like I want to get more into that like that season of the History Channel, and like learn a little bit more about it, because I think it does a really good job of like having you one way and then being like, well, that is like that's a good point, and then kind of
it's my favorite part of the History Channel is like after like 11 p.m. and they do the like lizard people ones. they're just so wild and so insane. It's so funny.
I haven't watched a lot of it, but now I kind of
Thank you for joining us in Conspiracy Corner. Jokes were out the door for a little bit. We're gonna bring him back in.
Jokes, come on, kids.
Yeah, come back in.
Back in jokes.
Next time on Conspiracy Corner, if Scott would like to, I want to each individually research and figure out some information on our favorite cryptid. Do you know what a cryptid is?
No.
So the abominable snowman, Bigfoot, Loch Ness monster.
Okay.
So they're considered cryptids. Oh, hey, Winnie.
I win.
They're considered cryptids, and so you can Google them. Like technically, here in Arizona, we have one called the Mogollon monster that lives up on the Mogollon Rim. Yeah. That is very similar to Bigfoot, and there's weird, crazy things that people have said have happened, and I think it'd be cool to talk about those, because there's some creepy ones. Okay. Like Wendigos. You know Wendigos? I don't know how to say it.
Wendigo?
Dude, just Google it.
Okay.
Like later tonight, when it's dark outside, Google Wendigo sightings, or just type it in on like TikTok. It's terrifying. They are creepy. That's what are they? They're like humanoid things. They're like just watch it. Okay. It's creepy. Anyway, moving forward into the jokes territory. I went ahead and
what did you prepare?
Not that. No, I want to do one other thing first.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you, because
you're making a lot of noise.
You're just
all right.
You're living
that
your
collar.
life, girl.
We shouldn't have put it back on yet.
What is one thing on your bucket list?
I want to go to Japan.
That's it. That's the thing that you want to. That's one of the things.
That's just one thing.
No, that's a really cool one. And I love that you had it just like locked and loaded, ready to go. Like, so what's on your bucket list?
I know.
Like,
surprise.
Oh, yes. I want to go to Japan.
Surprise.
I love that. Why do you want to go to Japan?
I mean, I watch a dude on YouTube named Mav.
Are you a weeb?
A what?
Never mind. Go on. People that understand that just laughed, but you probably didn't.
Okay.
You don't understand what it is. It's cool. Go on.
So, I love being out of the joke, and all of the listeners.
Me and Jokes over here laughing at you.
But I watch a dude named Mav on YouTube that is he's like a travel vlogger, but also like kind of an outdoors vlogger.
Okay.
But he's really cool, and he's been in Japan a couple different times, and when he vlogs his whole experience, I'm just like, dang, that's a sweet place.
Do you want to stay in one of the capsules?
I think it'd be cool.
I want to stay in one so bad.
I think it'd be cool.
They're like, yeah, it's $13 for the night, and I'm like,
yeah, not bad.
it's air conditioned. There's a TV. There's like lights you can turn on and a comfy bed. That sounds fantastic.
It's a cool little thing. Yeah,
and it's like $2 for dinner or whatever. Yeah, I want to go to. Do you want to go to Japan
together?
Just me and you
right now.
Yeah, not our wives or my children or your dog. Not right now. I can't afford it right now. Right down the road, just me and you.
Yeah,
Japan.
Yeah.
All right, shake my hand.
Let's do it. Okay.
You guys see this? Cool.
Cool sound
effect. Yeah, I like it.
I mean, it wasn't just from from watching Mav, but I'd wanted to go prior. I just think it's like just such a different culture than I've ever experienced in my life.
It's fair.
Gone to other places that are different cultures, but like that's a completely different thing that I've ever seen or experienced before. So I think it'd be sweet.
You're right. That is right on there.
And they probably have really good food. I like Asian food, so
do I. I really like sushi. I didn't like sushi growing up. I also never had it, so that would be why I didn't like it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So
there you go.
I didn't have an opinion on it.
Yeah,
it looked gross, and then I ate it. Like, that's not gross.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I really like it.
There are some that I like more than others, but I don't hate it.
I think in Japan I'll just try them all. Like, yeah, let me try that one. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'll try anything once. It's a problem. I will try any food one time.
That's good.
Yeah, have you ever heard of peanut butter soup?
No.
It's an African thing.
I'm sure you would.
I tried it one time. I never tried it again. Basically,
you're a peanut butter guy, though.
I do love peanut butter, but this is chicken boiled in water with a jar of peanut butter and a ton of salt poured over fufu, which is plantain flour that is undercooked. And when the juice is poured over the top of this stuff, it is the perfect consistency of snot mixed with boiled chicken. Like, I'm not knocking the thing that they like. I got through one bowl of it, and I thought
a whole bowl.
Yeah, I would not offend.
That's impressive.
Absolutely not. I will stomach anything if someone gives it to me because I am not willing to make them feel bad that I don't like the thing that they gave me. That's just weird Jackson thing, probably. Do you want to hear my bucket list item?
Yeah, I do.
I thought about it a lot today because I've thought about it a lot, and I was like, man, that'd be a good question because I don't know Scott's bucket list items. I want to build a car, fully designed, ground up, build a car. Not one that's already done. Not like a Ford, not a Ferrari, nothing. From scratch. I know how to do fiberglass. I learn as I go. I'm going to build a car that goes over 200 miles an hour.
Wow.
I really want to. I'm going to do that before I die. That's my goal, is to build one that goes over 200 miles an hour.
Wow.
It is a big ask. I get.
Yeah,
but
a little bit.
I think I could do it.
It sounds expensive.
Yeah, at that time, Michaela's app will pay for it all. Okay. Yeah, I'm banking on that for sure. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to figure out how to make even more money.
Speaking of, go ahead and check out the app Commit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you are, specifically right now, a softball player looking to get recognized, and you live in a rural area or area that is less visited by, what's the word? Scouts and recruiters, then you should check out Commit so that you can be discovered for your greatness.
I'm going to show Michaela this. I'm going to make her listen to this part of it.
She better.
Guys, fun fact for you. Michaela, my wife, has been working on this app for about 1.5 years now. She grew up in Marana, Arizona, not that huge of a place. Scouts don't go there. She ended up being able to play college ball because her coach got her in a spot. But the reason she decided to do this, she was coaching at a high school for like 5 years, and she watched multiple talented girls just fall by the wayside that they just didn't know the next steps, like play at a higher level. And so she thought, hey, maybe I could create something that would help. And she actually asked me, she said, how hard is it to make an app? And we were on our way to Utah to visit my sister for the 4th of July. I'm like, I don't know. And that's the last thing she asked me. And then the whole time we were there for 2 weeks. On the drive home, she explained it to me, and we decided that we were going to try it. And so, yeah, if you're listening and you want to see how it goes and watch as it unravels, follow us at commit.sports on Instagram.
Commit.sports.
Scott and Brittany have been basically recruited by Michaela for the next time we go to the College World Series. Michaela wants them there to help with the sales of it and showing people about it in the booth that we're going to have. And so Scott's a really good friend for knowing how it works and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
It's time.
Quick quotes.
Quick quotes, baby.
Quick quotes.
Welcome to Movie Madness. This one is quick quotes. We're going to go for it on this one, and this will probably be the last thing we do tonight. So, as before, we're going to start easy. There's 5 of them. I'm going to change it a little bit. You only have to name movie or franchise. I'm not going to make you name exact movie or character.
It's probably good, because if you have any Marvel movies in there at all, I'm going to have to just... Okay.
Yeah, this is going to sound bad, but
I would have to just say...
Marvel doesn't sponsor us, and I can say this. There's not many quotable things from Marvel movies other than Deadpool. But I can't quote most of those things right now, because, well, they're inappropriate.
Yeah.
This is SFW Podcast, even though we talk about poop. All right, you ready? All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here we go. And I'm going to try to read them in the way that they're not said in the movie, like when you did the music one. Because
I did a phenomenal job.
You did it. No, that's what I mean. It's like before that, I didn't. Yes, you did. You did great.
Especially the rap one.
Oh yeah, you just said it, but the words themselves gave it away. It had nothing to do with how you said it. A shake with them fries. You did great. It's just the words
coming with them fries.
It's so good. All right.
If so, baby, can I get them supersized?
This is great. All right, ready? Here we go. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Oh no. This is supposed to be easy?
Easiest one. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, dunk. I think I made them too hard. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Oh boy.
I can say it like the movie. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Shoot, I feel like I might have seen this movie.
This is easily one of the most quotable lines from this franchise. And there was, at one point, it was turned into a song on YouTube.
I don't know.
It is from The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Oh. Yeah, I've seen
Samwise Gamgee.
I've seen The Lord of the Rings, but not enough times for me to remember that.
Samwise Gamgee is making lunch for Frodo Baggins and Smeagol.
Wait, that was your accent for him?
I don't do. It's just Sam. Sam is just slight, I don't even know his accent in those movies. It's not British. It's not American. It's like this weird, folksy kind of.
Yeah.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. That's what he says.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
No, that's not it. That's too far off.
Yeah, that's too
Basically,
Scottish.
Smeagol goes.
I'm just trying.
I could do a really good Smeagol impression.
I bet you could.
I don't want our fans to turn off the podcast immediately. He goes, Taters, what's taters, precious? And he goes, potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Those of you listening at home, I am so sorry.
That was
like the only impersonation that I know I'm really good
I'm proud.
All right, you are 0 for 5 right now.
Yep.
All right, I don't know how scoring works. Did I say that right? All right, number 2. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people don't shoot their husbands. They just don't.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
You're going to get 0 of these now. No, I'm pretty sure there's at least one on here that you will get. I take that back.
Hey,
I think.
Say it like
I can't.
The person.
I mean, okay. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people don't shoot their husbands. They just don't.
I don't know.
Legally Blonde.
Oh, yeah. Probably the last time I saw that was when I was very little, because my sister was watching it at one point.
That's fair. It's okay. So to make you feel worse about this, all of these are from a Buzzfeed quiz saying movie quotes people quote randomly all the time. So I'm hoping I get one that kind of knocks into that.
BuzzFeed, I think, might be wrong.
I think BuzzFeed might be wrong, except for the potatoes one. Sorry, dude, you're on the outside of that. Understand?
I don't often hear people saying that.
You don't hang out with the right people. I'm just kidding. You hang out with me. I just dunked on myself. All right, here we go. Number 3. Number 3, ball. Oh my gosh, pause real quick. What's your favorite Shrek movie?
I think the right answer is number 2.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Last night, this is sidebar. Last night, Michaela and I were supposed to go to the Falling in Reverse concert. It got postponed till October, and we had already told our daughters that they were going to go stay the night at their grandma Papa's house with their grandma Nola. My parents' house. They're out of town. They're in Hawaii right now. My mom and dad's first time. They're living their lives. You love Hawaii. That's what I tell you. You're from Hawaii.
What island?
I don't know the island. They're at Honolulu.
They're in Honolulu.
They're at the Disney.
Aulani?
Yeah,
they're on Oahu.
Yeah, Hawaii. Yeah, I don't know this stuff.
It's exciting.
I'm not from Hawaii like you are.
They're really touristing it up.
Oh yeah, it's their first time, and my brother-in-law and sister took them for their anniversary and everything. It's really cool. Like,
that's
amazing awesome. Situation that's happening.
That's exciting for them.
So, to make sure our kids didn't kill us in our sleep, we still took them to my parents' house to have a sleepover. And my dad, being the man he is not happy. I know it's so ironic now that I'm saying it out loud. He's staying at a Disney resort, but he doesn't have Disney Plus because he doesn't like how certain things have played out because he's 60 years old. I love him. Dad, if you're listening, I love you so much. It's kind of ridiculous.
But he's at the
the Aulani Resort, right? It doesn't make any sense. So we go there and they didn't have it. So the only thing that we could watch was we found Shrek 2 on Apple TV, and they started it. I'm not kidding you. The way my parents' house is set up, they had the front room when you first walk in, down a hallway, and then turn left down another hallway was the girls' room. Like, it's pretty not close to it.
Yeah.
And I heard the intro music, and I dropped what I was doing and ran out because I don't know what it is about that movie. It has such a chokehold on me. If it starts, I can't not watch it, and I think it's because the last music montage of the "I Need a Hero" and the fairy godmother singing it as Shrek is making his way through.
Yeah.
I just got chills thinking about it. I don't know what it is about that movie.
Dear.
It is wild and so good. Okay, we're going back to the quick quotes.
Yeah, let's...
Wait, what's your favorite part of Shrek 2?
Here's the thing. It's been a while since I've seen it.
It's on... Do you have Apple TV?
Yeah, I do.
Then watch it tonight. Or watch Hunters. Or Solar Opposites. I watched way too many things, guys.
I got a lot of things to watch, okay?
Okay, watch Hunters.
I will watch Shrek 2 soon. I'll watch Shrek 2 soon.
So I started Hunters again because I want to be able to talk to you guys about it.
Yeah.
Because Michaela can't watch it. It's too violent for her.
Yeah, it is a little heavy.
It's too heavy for her currently, and that's fine. It doesn't bother me. I watched most of The Boys. Which I did stop after the first episode of like season 3, I think. But that doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Number 3. You are 0 for 2 right now.
Yeah.
0 for 2. That's how you say it. Probably. You're tacky and I hate you.
Oh, gosh, I know what it is. Tacky and I hate you. Oh, my gosh. Like a girl says it, right?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
In all fairness, this person is portrayed as a homosexual child boy. I can give you other references, other quotes from this movie.
I swear I've...
Put your hand out.
Swear I know this.
Put your hand out. Go like this.
What?
Let's rock today.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
School of Rock.
Yes, we got there. You get that point. I'm giving it to you. Yeah, the kid goes, "You're tacky and I hate you."
That movie is so good.
You're fat and you smell like body odor. It's another one that I could have done. Okay.
Dude, that movie is
gold.
It's phenomenal.
It's gold. Just straight gold.
Mrs. Lemons was saying she heard music coming from the classroom.
Oh, Mrs.
Sounds
Lemons.
like Mrs. Lemons is on crack, right, kids?
Get off. Let's do some math.
You have
music.
You kind of have his voice.
Yeah.
You've
been told
you kind of do.
So, have you listened to
math?
I love Jack Black.
He's super funny.
Have you heard his rendition of "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" for the Kung Fu Panda movie?
No, I don't think so. I'll look it up.
Treat yourself.
I will.
It has turned my number 1 karaoke song into Hit Me Baby One More Time because of how fantastic he does it. I love karaoke. Fun fact about Jackson.
I'll look it
Put
up.
that on your bingo card. All right, number 4.
Let's see.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it plays out for them.
Cotton.
I don't know if you'll get this one.
Why? Why do you say that?
I don't know if you've seen this movie.
Oh.
This is me not knowing who you are as a
Okay.
person, so I get the vibes that this style movie isn't your thing. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. See if it plays out for him.
Oh boy. Is this like a sports movie?
Yeah.
It is. Oh. I mean,
Would you like-
I've seen quite a bit of sports
Would
movies.
you like another quote from the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not good today at this.
Let me think of one that won't immediately give it away. I think that's just my family that says that one. I don't want to say the most used one because you'll get it immediately if I tell you that one.
Maybe you don't know.
No, even if you haven't seen the movie, you would know what I was talking about. All right, how about? No, that one's inappropriate. Okay, we'll just do the
Okay.
one. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
This is dodgeball.
Have you seen Dodgeball?
Yeah, but it's been so long.
Okay, all right.
It's been
That's kind of
long.
what I thought. So basically, Jason Bateman's character, he's one of the announcers with like an actual sports announcer, and he just chimes in randomly. And the normal sports announcer goes on this long spiel of what's happening, and then Jason Bateman just goes, "It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it plays out for him." And it's fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in years.
My family says "cram it up your cram hole" a lot. It's one thing that Ben Stiller says too. Oh shoot, what's his name? I don't remember. He plays Fred Claus.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to read.
Man, this is a swing and a miss.
Yeah,
for me today.
it's really rough. It's not your fault.
I need
It's
to
my
turn it
fault.
to friggin' Buzzfeed, man.
Yeah.
All right,
BuzzFeed sucks.
Here's the thing, listeners back home. I'm sure, like I know. I'm gonna say it right now, Andrew. If you're listening, text me how many movies you've gotten so far, because he will. He'll listen to it. Just tell me. All right, last one. And I need to be very, very clear on this one. It's a very famous person that says it in this very famous movie, but it makes no sense.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on to your butts.
Gosh. On your butts. I feel like I have.
Man.
I'm just not good at.
I'll give you
placing
another
these.
quote from
I'm
that
not
movie.
good at placing these tonight.
I'll give you another quote.
I think I've seen it.
Life finds a way. It's another quote.
Dude,
from that movie.
what?
Okay.
That
all right.
that helps. you think?
Yeah. I mean that's actually the tagline for
Hold
one
on
of
to your
the,
butts.
Hold on to your butts while he's smoking a cigarette. I can give you the actor. Maybe that'll help.
I don't know. Just tell me.
Samuel L. Jackson says it.
I don't know what this movie
It's
is.
the original Jurassic Park. Right before
Yeah.
they reset the whole system, he says, "Hold on to your butts," and clicks a button.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that movie all the way through. I think I got bored. Yeah. All right. Thank you for coming to your friend's husband's if you're listening. I'm gonna sign out.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
gonna sign us off. right now.
I'm doing this to educate you, bring you into the 21st century.
Okay.
Movie. Just kidding. Jurassic Park is a movie that I grew up watching. My dad had this sixth sense of humor of he loved showing us movies that were right on that edge of being not okay for kids. Like growing up, I can quote almost every line of the original Jaws movie. As a kid, my dad let me watch it when I was like 7. Did you know that that's voted like the #1 scariest movie of all time? Have
Really?
you seen it? The year after it came out, beach vacations went down 80-something%. Towns almost went under. Like the ones that are major travel places, they literally almost like had to close shop at a lot of places because that movie came out and scared so many people. He showed it
Sucks
to me
for
when
them.
I was 7. And Jurassic Park, the dinosaurs literally eat and hunt people. I also watched when I was super young. My dad just let me watch Braveheart. I don't know if you've seen that movie. The first time I watched that movie, I was like 8.
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
There's,
You weren't 8. You were like 11.
I think I was 11. I think
Yes.
I did watch Signs when I was really little too. Another movie that
That's a good one. Yeah.
scared the crap out of
Well, I'm sorry that I did such a terrible job.
You did
today.
fine. I'm just holding you to an expectation that's unrealistic.
BuzzFeed, I think, just has it wrong when they think most quotable thing.
I'm gonna ask your wife after this and see how many she can get, and then we'll see.
I mean, she's probably been listening this whole time.
Brittany, have you been listening? There was no answer. For those that come, there was no answer.
Anyway,
Well, thank you for listening to your
we'll
friends.
wrap up here.
There was something I wanted to say. I had an idea of like a good way to close it out. Oh yeah, say hi to someone today. Like,
Say hey to a random stranger.
yeah, like aggressive.
You never know how their day might be going.
Hey, like that. No eye contact. Look past them.
Hey, actually, that's like so funny story about that.
Yes.
We have a maintenance guy in our apartment complex that will always say like "Have a good day" to you.
I think I saw him one of my first times here. He was very kind.
Yeah, you probably.
He
did.
asked me what I needed. I was like,
Oh
I
yeah,
actually
yeah.
live
It
here,
was
my
probably that guy. It was probably that guy. But like, there was one time I was getting into my car, and like, it was in a parking spot like where you are today, where there's the gate, and then he was on the other side of the gate. I didn't even see him, and I was getting in my car, and he's like, "Have a good day." I'm like,
No, what? No, yeah, stop.
"Where?" Like,
Where am I having
Well-
this day?
yeah. And I realized like he was over there. I'm like, "Oh, thank you," and it was just a funny thing. But then like. But I know that if I'm ever gonna be passing this man, you will say that. And so then there was a day when I was coming down the hallway and I saw him, and I think I was actually like walking slightly behind him, and so he went to turn into his like maintenance closet, and I knew he was gonna say "Have a good day" to me, and so before he could look over, I said, "Have a good day," and then he was like, "Yep, yeah."
I bet he was broken. I bet he was like,
I was like-
that's my job.
No, exactly.
Oh,
I was like,
amazing.
but I even kind of like addressed it. I was like, I beat you that time to saying.
I love that. That's
It
fantastic.
was hilarious.
I think that our tagline for the out should be say hey to a stranger.
Yeah. Say hey to a stranger.
And Scott makes shirts now, so he's gonna make a bunch of them and sell them on our Instagram,
on eBay. Yep.
TikTok. Thanks for listening. Later.
Goodbye.